Hey guys, welcome back to my podcast from Heyo Singer. This is a part 2 of my podcast, and I guess I can start off with hello to first time listeners and those returning. Although I've only had one episode of podcast so far, so it's not too in depth. But last time I was talking about my elementary school life, and it wasn't the best, I'll be honest. So today I'm going to talk about my high school experience, which was, I'll be honest, a total upgrade from elementary school. And yeah, I guess I can get started on that. High school was always the best years of my life, and I wouldn't trade them for anything. Probably mainly because I had no friends in elementary school. High school was definitely a year where I got to learn about different people and got to know different people and got to meet new friends. And that was the main reason I enjoyed high school so much, whereas some of my other friends are like, oh, the drama, so much drama and so much chaos and everything, and it's it was crazy for them. But for me, I was just like, I tried to stay out of that kind of business, but if I can solve a problem, I definitely would try, but not every problem could be solved, so there was that. I guess on from grade 9 till 12 though, it was a struggle as well. Wasn't the same kind of struggle I witnessed when I was in elementary school, because elementary school, like, that's like 8 years of my life, and it's a little crazy, whereas high school's only 4 years of my life. And back when I was in high school, I went to this conference called Teens Conference, which here in Canada is a Christian conference, where you go and meet a bunch of teens or get to know teens and get to learn more about Christ. And I prided myself in kind of going each year, and wasn't until I was in grade 12 that I volunteered for that conference, which was super fun because it got to let me see the back end of everything. And yeah, it was interesting. So there was that. But from grade 9 to grade 10, I think I was just desperate to try to get as many friends as possible, and I didn't really think about the quality of friends I had. For me, it was quantity over quality, and that held true from grade 9 to 10. And I realized that just making these kinds of friends that are convenient for me just because I wanted to be surrounded by them was not a good way to live. So I decided to kind of not cut ties with people who I became friends with just because I wanted to be, but I decided to make better friends and get to know them better, because at that point I was growing jealous of the friends that I knew had a history together and had time together with, and I never had that ever since I was a kid. Like, it was friends who came and go, which was my definition of what a friend is. It's friends are there for a short period of time and then they leave you, which was not the best. But as I grew older, it was harder to make quality friends, especially now during pandemic. It was much more difficult, but I tried my best. You know, it was hard at first, but I cherished the people I called friends, and I cherished the people who called me friend as well. And I just kept on trying to be better at being a friend. And that was basically how I acted back when I was in grade 9 to 10. Well, as in grade 11 and 12, it was more of a focus of trying to find where I was in the world and trying to find where God wanted me to be in the world. And for someone who was in grade 11 and 12, I don't remember how old I was in grade 11 and 12. I think it was like 16 or something, but I don't exactly remember. It was interesting. It was definitely something that I had not experienced before, and so learning about finding my place in the world was challenging at first, but I realized it wasn't something that I had total control over, just because there are some things that I can and can't do, as most humans are. There's things we can do and some things we can't do. And that was basically it. It was a roller coaster. Definitely a roller coaster. Like, grade 9 till 12 in high school was definitely a roller coaster of drama, emotions, and friends, I guess. It was probably because my friends had a lot of drama, and they tried their best not to get me involved, just because it wasn't something that they wanted me to worry about. And so I enjoyed that to some degree. They tried to act as normal, in quotes, as possible, but I realized being normal wasn't exactly something I knew about. Was people are just like, why don't you just act normally? Or, why aren't you normal? But, you see, I didn't know what normal meant. Normal was, I think, like, characterized dependent on what kind of individual you are. Like, our normal in Canada could be way more different than normal in Norway. Like, I don't even know. And most people are just like, why aren't you normal like this? Why aren't you normal like that? Why don't you just act normally? And I looked at those people and I'm just like, what is normal? Like, we could go on Google, search it up, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, normal is basically how we live. And normal is how each of us act. Like, yeah, it's something I needed to learn, and I'm constantly learning, you know. I believe that no matter how old you are, there's always something new to learn, and that is how I've lived ever since I was a kid. Like, no matter what comes up, no matter who crosses your path and whatnot, normal is something that needs to be learned. And there's always something new to learn each day. Yeah. I guess I can talk a little bit about myself right now. It was my birthday this past week, so that was fun. I had a lot of texts of happy birthday. Lots of people told me happy birthday, and it was super nice. And I think the best part about my birthday is that, you see, back then when I was a kid, I never really cherished my birthday. I just thought it was an excuse for people to, like, be my friend or whatnot. And so as I grew older, I'm just like, well, why is my birthday so important? I share it with like a billion other people. Like, it doesn't really count and whatnot. But I guess as I grew older, I realized I'm the only one with my birthday. And I hope other people remember that too, is that sure, you share your birthday with a bunch of other people, but not everyone is you, and each person has their own individual birthday. Some may go out for dinner, and some may stay at home gaming. Some people may not have any reason to celebrate their birthday, and that may just be because of their situation at home. But I celebrate my birthday because I'm the only one who has my birthday, and each individual has their own birthday, and that has given me a bit more meaning to what my birthday is like. And so I try not to look down on my birthday, and it's worked, sort of. But yeah, it was fun, and I wouldn't change my birthday at all. And when I mean I wouldn't change my birthday, I would mean like the people I spent it with and the memories I made, regardless of pandemic, regardless of when I remembered the last time we celebrated my birthday outside was, and yeah, wouldn't change it for the world. Definitely. Actually, I got a very nice setup here for my birthday. I was actually planning on getting a light up gaming keyboard and a mouse for my birthday, just for myself, but my parents are like, nah, we'll get it for you. Why not? And I'm like, oh, that's so nice. That's so sweet. And I'm not trying to say that my parents are infinitely superior to other parents, but I just think I am grateful for my parents so much that at the end of the day, I always have to try to think about them, you know, and thinking about what would happen if I moved out, or what would happen if I wasn't there. And yeah, I constantly think about it, and it's a very nice thought, you know, something I cherish. Alright, so I think I've done enough tangent for today, and I know I talked about my high school life a little bit today, so next week, yeah, I find next week is a good time to post again. The next week, this Wednesday, I'll post again, possibly talk about my college life, although that is much shorter, but it could go anywhere. Anyway, I am attempting to animate over my podcasts, which would be fun. Do keep in mind, I do not have any experience in animation or drawing over voiceover, so bear with me as I go through the process. But yeah, thanks for listening, and hope to see you guys next week. If you liked what you heard today and last week, please subscribe, like this channel, like this video, and like my previous stuff. And I'll see you guys next week. Okay, bye.